One ruled an empire, the other is considered the greatest swordsman in history. From contrasting sides of the world, and despite a giant leap of time, these two people found harmony in one thing: iron-like self-discipline. Marcus Aurelius was among the most respected emperors in Roman history. Considered the last of the 5 good emperors of Rome, he did everything in his power for his citizens, despite all the challenges he faced, such as the Antonine Plague, Rome's first true pandemic, the Germanic Wars, and the Parthian War. In the history of Stoicism, Marcus Aurelius was also a notable figure. He was an advocate of reason, fate, and self-control. Unfortunately, people don't live forever. But centuries after Marcus Aurelius's death, a Japanese swordsman arose from the East. Miyamoto Musashi was a rōnin from the Edo period. He was a legend, a sage philosopher, and a skilled strategist who became famous through his unique double-bladed swordsmanship and undefeated record in his 61 duels. Just like Marcus, Miyamoto left a mark on history. He wrote 21 principles called Dokkido that have helped millions of people to develop a deep insight towards self-discipline. Self-discipline is the secret ingredient for success in life. The only question is this: how do you achieve this self-discipline? Here are 4 ways of becoming self-disciplined derived from Marcus Aurelius and Miyamoto Musashi's philosophical beliefs. 1. Find a purpose in the sea of pleasures. Among thousands of short-lived pleasures, a long-term goal must exist, one that we live for, one that will make us get out of the comfort of our bed. Marcus Aurelius reminds us of this when he wrote, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I have to go to work as a human being. What do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for, the things I was brought into the world to do? Or is this what I was created for, to huddle under the blankets and stay warm?" As Marcus also says, we were never born only to feel nice throughout our lifetime. You cannot lie in bed and spend 2 hours scrolling TikTok or pretending to work or study by watching YouTube videos. I know the warmth of blankets is certainly more appealing than housekeeping, but to feel nice on many occasions is not what we really want. Self-discipline is a way to resist pleasures. Many people today also know it as delayed gratification. For Miyamoto Musashi, postponing desires will lead your life to happiness. The sea of pleasures kills purpose. I'm not saying to aim for no pleasure your entire life. After all, delayed gratification means delayed, not abstinence. 2. Less is more. The desire to want more is inherent in every human being. The desire for novelty is inherent in every human being. The desire in this case, however, can kill all your progress. A good example of this is online businesses. I talk to more and more people who make the same mistake, a mistake I myself have made too many times. You find an interesting business, you want to change your financial situation, and you decide to take the leap. Weeks go by, and the first big obstacles come. The first failures arrive. What do most people do in this situation? They look for another business, a business that is sold as easier, faster, or, in short, better. So they drop everything and jump into this new business, and what happens after a few weeks? The exact same thing that happened with the first business. The first failures and obstacles come, and again they find themselves looking for the next big opportunity, creating a vicious cycle that only leads to continuous failures. Musashi said, "Practice and understand the realization that by knowing one, you know 1,000. Focus on one thing at a time, and keep that damn focus. It takes discipline and courage to stay focused on just one thing. Fear is great when the desired results don't come, but don't fall into the trap. Changing or quitting will make you start from zero again." One of my favorite quotes comes from a great fighter, Bruce Lee. "I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times." 3. Pain is fine. Once you've finally chosen a path to explore, the next step is to stay on it. Miyamoto Musashi emphasizes never stray from the way, and Marcus Aurelius supports this by saying, one must do what one needs to do. What do they mean? Regardless of what happens along the way, you have to keep doing what needs to be done. This advice is useless when things are going well. We all manage to be disciplined when everything is easy. The real difficulty and discipline are only seen when things go wrong, when the pain comes, the physical pain, but also and especially the emotional pain. How do you overcome pain? Step 1. Accept the pain. Pain, like pleasure, is neither good nor bad. However, it becomes intolerable when it is not accepted. It becomes intolerable when you have the belief that pain should not be there. Accepting pain will not make it disappear, but accepting it will eliminate all the pain our minds create. The pain caused by the normality of life is manageable, but if we add the pain created by ourselves due to non-acceptance, that becomes unbearable. Step 2. Remember that it is temporary. Just as pleasure, pain comes and then goes away. Just as it comes, sooner or later, it goes away. Actually, everything is transitory. Our emotions are temporary. Life is temporary. Thinking that the pain you feel in difficult times will last forever becomes inconceivable to accept, but when you remind yourself that sooner or later it will go away, it makes it much more manageable. Step 3. Remind yourself that you are strong. If you think of you from the past, I am sure you have been through horrible times, sad times, and times filled with pain. As I am sure of this, I am also sure that there were times you resisted and times you made it through. Remember that you have the ability to do it, because you have done it plenty of times before. 4. Uphold honor and consistency at all times. For Marcus and Musashi, consistency is vital. It's an ingredient of self-discipline and a recipe for success. We cannot control the outcome, but we can control our actions, commitment, and dedication. The initial goal is always to achieve the desired result, make more money, develop deep relationships, or lose weight. It is important to have a crystal clear goal. But as soon as the goal has been defined, the focus must change. The focus no longer has to be making more money, but getting up every day and working on your business for 3 hours without interruption, whether you are motivated or not, whether you feel like it or not. The only thing that matters at the end of the month is how many hours you spend doing the things that need to be done. The only way to achieve these hours is with consistency. Musashi said, "You may abandon your own body, but you must preserve your honor. Honor is preserved by keeping your word. The most important given word is the one you give to yourself." One of the most common difficulties nowadays is the lack of clarity. Fortunately, there are 5 teachings from Marcus Aurelius that can help you achieve this. If you want to discover them, check the description.